Hello and welcome. This episode we're going to be, well, it's not really an episode, but today we're going to be looking at what games I have, what games I feel like doing series on, what games I'd like to know if you want to see me play. Anyway, let's jump right in. First off the bat is Ace of Spades, an amazing Minecraft inspired game that combines the best of both worlds, really. The fully destructible environments of Minecraft with the fun arcadey shooting action of Team Fortress 2. It is amazingly fun. As you can see, it retains that blocky charm, and I love this game. I've been playing quite a lot of it lately. Picked it up probably a month and a bit ago. No, on release on Steam. So yeah, about a month ago, I think, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And I've been playing a lot of it with friends. Been playing a lot since then. Since I started playing, the Australian servers have finally opened. Finally. Which means that my ping, which was on American servers around 270, that's how you could pick any Australians on there, is now down to about 40, which has made it a lot easier for me to succeed. There's not that many people on when I want to play though, so I still end up having to go to American servers to play. And it's just a charming game. You can tear down buildings, tear down entire islands if you want to. It's pretty cool. Whereas in Minecraft, you can just mine completely underneath a like a tower or something, and it'll stay in the air. In Ace of Spades, as soon as you mine down and that final block underneath it is gone, it collapses. Okay, on to the next game that I could be playing, if you want me to. And that is Altitude, a charming little multiplayer game, which, again, I've been playing a lot of. Me and my friends have probably spent 2 or 3 hours playing around with it. I've spent more playing around with it on servers, and it is just good, wholesome fun. Not too violent, not too complex. What complexity it has just suits the game. And it is probably well worth a look, and probably well worth at least 2 or 3 videos, because it is just fun to play. As with, well, both Ace of Spades and this would probably be a best of highlights sort of setup on the videos. So I'd probably do 5 minutes videos, which would condense like 3 hours worth of playing online into 5 minutes. Anyway, on to the next game, which is Amnesia: The Dark Descent. A game that I am kind of shocked to admit I was too terrified to finish. It's not that it's like overly scary, it's just that it's so atmospheric. And beyond my first preliminary playthrough, which was probably 4 or 5 hours, I haven't done anything in it since. And anyone who's been on YouTube or had access to YouTube in the last 2 years since Amnesia's release has seen it. It is an amazing game. It's so atmospheric, and the monsters have a habit of popping up on you, just like this guy. And that's probably what you have to look forward to if I do choose to play it. I am feeling that it is a little overdone, but if there's demand for it, I will play it, because I will probably scream like a little girl a lot. Anyway, on to our next game, which just so happens to be the charming little game Don't Starve. It's hard to describe Don't Starve. It's kind of like 2D Minecraft, except isometric, so it's got charming 2D graphics. Whereas in Minecraft you can destroy anything you want in the environment, Don't Starve kind of limits you to what you would be able to do in real life. You can mine away rocks, you can cut down trees, you can plant farms, but you'd better find the stuff to do it. You have to research to unlock new technologies like planks to make chests, or you have to learn how to farm. You have to learn how to make better traps, you have to learn how to make beehives to keep bees, you have to learn how to make rope, that sort of thing. It is well worth us playing through. As you can see, it's measured in days in the top right corner. You can see science level is in the middle. And this, I've just found this while looking online, these pictures. This is what you have to look forward to if I survive to day 25. My first couple of playthroughs probably lasted until day 8, before falling victim to any number of the monsters in the world, or trees that just decide to come to life and murder you. Anyway, on to the next game, which is Saints Row the Third. Not my favourite game in the Saints Row series. That unfortunately goes to Saints Row the Second, but I don't have it on my computer at the moment. Anyway, Saints Row the Third, the game that saw Grand Theft Auto 4 and was kind of like, what the hell is this crap? Let's bring back the insanity from San Andreas, and it's back in spades. It's a fun game. I've beaten it on PS2. Haven't played too much of it on PC. I do know that it runs and that I can record it pretty well. Anyway, on to the next possible games. Up next, Legend of Grimrock. An amazing game that just takes you back to the late 80s with games such as Dungeons & Dragons, Eye of the Beholder, etc., etc. Well, its sequels, mainly. As you can see, it's isometric. It's a game famous probably for the size and ferocity of its snails, as it is for its old-school difficulty. Once you die, that's it. And as you can see, it's got quite a nice game over screen. You control a party of 4 people, I do believe 4, yes. And you have to try and guide them to escape Grimrock, a prison in a mountain, blah 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 blah. Anyway, I'll also be playing around with some of the mods for it. There is actually an Eye of the Beholder mod, which I'm hoping will come along a fair bit more in the next coming month, 2 months, and I will love to play that. It's just bringing back a bit of classic gaming that I haven't played for a while. And 2 other games that I can play. I recently got Scribblenauts, Half Minute Hero. I got Torchlight 2 on release. I also have Torchlight 1. Scribblenauts, it's becoming overdone, but it is a fun game. And I found a lot of things that probably half the YouTubers haven't even thought of looking up. 30 Half Minute Hero. It's a nice quick little game. Well, actually it's more like 200 or 300 games in one. You play through, you only have 30 seconds. You reset time to extend your thing, to extend your time limit. So it counts down to like 10 seconds, you go back, you pay to pray to have 30 seconds again, you have 30 seconds again, and you just repeat until you're strong enough to defeat the bosses, or bosses. Torchlight 2, it really combines what I liked of Diablo 2 with what I liked of, Torchlight. Torchlight is pretty much just Diablo 2, except way cooler. And these games have a charm. I won't be the first to admit that they are probably the best games of the last couple of years. Diablo 3 was disappointing for me. I've played Diablo 1, I've played around with Diablo 2. I haven't finished all of Diablo 2 with all the classes. But yeah. Anyway, other games. I've got Spore, I've got the expansions as well. I'm thinking of a complete playthrough right from the start, focusing on our one species, which, I don't know, we'll probably name Kevin, maybe even Steve. And he'll probably be like some man-bear pig or something. Anyway, I also have Terraria, as you've already seen if you've watched my previous Terraria videos. It is still... I used to be on top of it, but now it's going to take a lot of mastering before I'm able to control it again. And of course, I got Metro 2033. I've had it on console for a while, but during that free giveaway on Facebook almost a month ago, at the start of this month actually, I picked it up on Steam and I've enjoyed it since. It's a fun game. Dark, but what game isn't dark these days? Anyway, on to a list. I also have Counter-Strike Source, Half-Life 1 and 2, all expansions, Orcs Must Die 2, SimCity 4, which I have to admit I love, Civilization 5 with Gods and Kings, another thing I love. I'm a strategy buff. Star Ruler, I'm still getting my mind around the controls for it. It is an amazingly complicated game, but I think it will be well worth it once I master it. Team Fortress 2, I haven't really played much of it. Probably the only playing I've done is with friends, and even then I haven't really been all that serious about winning. They Bleed Pixels, an amazing 2D platformer, and as always, any of these games, if you're not sure about, look them up on another YouTube channel. Just don't subscribe to that YouTube channel rather than mine. Or Google search them. Another list, I also have Dead Island, Dungeon Defenders, The Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I've finished it once or twice. It's a fun game. Usually play as more of a thief kind of guy, like sneaking around, blowing people's brains out with an arrow from a couple of miles away. I also have Age of Empires 1 and 2. I do also have... I do have Age of Empires Online. I haven't really enjoyed it as much as 1 or 2, but it is good for short bursts. It's Age of Empires Online compared to 1 and 2 are more about that early rush, which is what stopped me getting into StarCraft 1, because I like to have my games last for 5 or 6 hours and just extend over and over and over for ages. I also have Garry's Mod, which could lead to what could it lead to? Could lead to me and a couple of friends playing around with Garry's Mod, building whatever. Maybe spaceships, maybe not. Trouble in Terrorist Town. That is a fun game. I haven't played that in a while. The Stalker, which is essentially the Hidden, which is a Half-Life 2 mod, I'm pretty sure, which is fun. You hunt down a ghost, essentially. I also have Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and Left 4 Dead, the original Left 4 Dead. I don't have Left 4 Dead 2 installed at the moment. I had issues with it and just haven't gone around to reinstalling it. Anyway, in the comments, just leave what you think, inbox me, like, rate, subscribe as always, and just give me your feedback. I will be resuming normal programming probably on the 3rd or the 4th of January, which will probably be a Thursday or Friday, depending. And yes, I can't really elaborate beyond that when I'll start recording again. Anyway, to my new subscribers, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I'm very thankful for it. And yes, that's this video, so please let me know what games you want to see. Here's the list, just let me know. Goodbye!